Okay, so had a little bit of a calm down after that. I've not come straight back to this, but did we learn anything? No? You don't want to add anything to the rumor board for fuck giant fish? No? Okay. Just me then. Okay. Ooh! Idea. Right. I'm not happy about this, but I think I am still going back here. We're not done yet. Oh man, I think it might have actually given me a slight headache having that done to me, but we'll deal. Okay, so game plan. I think if we get the signal scope out. Outworlds Ventures is fine, Quantum Fluctuations is fine, but I know there's a distress beacon in here. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and use the distress beacon, like, frequency, to see if I can find my way to at least escape pod 3. Hey Moon, how we doing? I think we'll very soon be able to get to the Quantum Moon as well. I think I know most of what I need to get to it. We're just not quite there yet. Okay. So, a couple of things we learned. One, we already know the fish are blind. Two, I think that fish reacted to me, because I went back and watched it literally just now to see how funny of a reaction it was. Fuck you, Interloper, you fucking mass murderer. But yeah, the thing we learned is if you're too close to them and you make too much noise, I think, because they're blind, I think they only react to noise, really. And I think it's because I was sat there near it and everything was fine, and as soon as I, like, used my thrusters to try and move around to kind of get away from it, that's when it triggered and came towards me. And watching it back, my reaction was very funny because I literally kind of just dropped the controller and closed my eyes. But yeah, I think you can actually probably dodge them once you've made a noise, as long as you're very slow about it. Because it seemed like it moved towards me very slowly. But I don't know if that's true or not. Oh wait, no. I think it's because we're not actually inside yet. There we go. So that's the one we're after. I wonder if I can get like another frequency. Yeah, that's what we're after for this one. But yeah, I wonder if a fish starts going towards you, and man, like I need to turn this game down slightly when I'm in here because it freaks me out. The fishy makes a noise and kind of slowly swims towards you, because the space fish, they can't swim very quickly. But I do wonder if you're quiet about it, if you can just kind of move out of the way of them, and then just like slowly back away. I wish I could lock, only been able to use like level 2 of my thrusters at max. I need to be very careful about, yeah, I need to stop velocity matching near it as well, because I think the problem is that velocity match just fires a thruster directly where it needs to be at maximum power. It doesn't do it slowly, it does it very quickly. And I think that's what got me in trouble before, was I tried to velocity match, my thrusters fired like in all the directions they needed to, and the fish was like, "Hey up, mate!" And I was like, "Oh no, no, I'm dead." Enough of that. Let's do some reconnaissance, because I think, if I remember correctly, I got my scout into this one before, and I think there's at least one other fish in there. One other fish I can deal with. I now know, however, that the red one up there is not the jellyfish, like I thought it would be. The red one is in fact, seems to be like the breeding grounds for these fishy boys. So I don't want to do anything with that. Because that's what the kids, like the Nomai kids, made the game out of, was like pretending to be the anglerfish, because it's blind, and the little fish stick to the walls to try and hide from it, and then they have to try and get across. Like, very quietly, I would assume. So I'm gonna try and work my way slowly and keep my trigger fingers very light. Move my way towards that one down there without getting too close to Mr. Fishy. I hate every aspect of this. So the lightest of touches is required, but I feel like the more I get got by this fish, the more of like a thicker skin towards it I will build. Which is important, because I can't just be terrified of it at all times. I mean, I am, but I can deal with it a little bit better, I think. Okay, we're not that far away from it. Okay, the glow goes away when you get close enough to it. These are going to be some... These are the horror episodes for me. I hate this shit. But just to double check. Yeah, this is what we're after. I can see a red dot in here as well. I don't know what that is. Okay, so in here I think safe. Velocity match here. So let's do some scouting. Well, we need to be in here first before we can tell much of anything, because this is kind of like a warp gate thing. There we go. So now we're inside. What else can we see? It's over there. So, first things first. Are you Mr. Fish Devil? Yep. So he's a fishy. Don't want to deal with him. Stay away from the fishy. Oh god, I can see something floating around in there. Do you see that? I don't know what that is. Is it just a... What is that? It's just kind of like a thing floating around. Yeah, you can see it moving in the distance. I think these are just pieces of ice. Ah no, there we go. So I'm assuming that's probably another portal into Bad Townville with all the fishy fish. We know he's a fish, so we need to be careful in here. At least I knew in Feldspar's zone what was what. So you're not what I'm after. What are you? Yeah, there's just like stuff moving around in here. It's going to make it very hard to slowly navigate this place, because I think any knock against that stuff is going to trigger Misty Fishy Fish to come towards me. Which I don't want. I just want to make sure that this is just... Oh no, that's another fish. Oh god. I'm sorry, Scout. Can you kill him from in there, please? Ugh, that's fucking disgusting. And terrifying. But at least once you get swallowed by him, you just kind of die. Like, it just resets the loop. I can deal with that. I can deal with it just resetting the loop. And for the most part, I think I'm right in saying that they didn't want this to be just like a trial and error thing. Of like just fucking up and having to very slowly come through here. I literally think it's what the plan from them was. Was just, you need to not make noise, because all this giant crap in here. Which I think is just ice. From the broken planet. But yeah, I think the entire point was just, you need to know what you're looking for. And I know that something's over there. And that's what I'm after. I can cut out, like, the reconnaissance things I'm doing while I'm doing it. I just want to be damn sure I'm going in the right directions before I go in. Anyway, that thing, like, floating through the air fucking freaked me out. You see that? I am on edge while I'm in these zones. Okay, so at least I know I'm after this beacon, and as long as I do it slowly, I think I'll be okay. And if not, I get got. At least I know that the worst thing that can happen at this point is I get got. I just need to be very careful with these pieces here. And hope that there isn't, like, another fish I've not spotted. Because I know he's down there. I know he's up there. And as long as I avoid them two, I think I'll hopefully be okay. As long as I'm very, very slow about it. What is that? Oh, that's Nomai tech. They're like Nomai lights. So down's what I'm after. Make sure we've got this out still. Just trying to be very slow about everything. I know we've got a timer, and that's what makes this treacherous. But just being very careful about everything I do. And this is a test of how good of the controls you've got. Hey, there's the ship. Oh, there's the escape vessel even. So I'm literally using so light of a touch that you don't even see the like thruster icons come up. So yeah, this is what I was looking for, or at least one of the things I was looking for. Oh, now a part I'm not looking forward to is the getting out of the ship in here part. But I do need to do it. Okay. See, this is one of those places in this game where I feel like I need one of them like heart rate monitor things that people use. So this is their signal. Yeah, escape pod 3. So I know the Nomai vessel's in here somewhere as well, but I don't know where that's at. Yeah, finally actually got in here. That's neat. Okay, let's do some reading. So we've not met these before, because these guys never got out as far as I know. Seka. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted, and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently, so that's fucking great. Our best chance at survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or, more probably, await rescue. So my man Escal. Seka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. So the vessel's emergency beacon has like stopped, which makes it a lot harder for me to figure out my way to. I'm hoping to get a clue from here as to how to find the vessel. That's kind of what I'm praying I find in here. There we go. Beginning flight log, escape pod 3. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Departure from vessel, yeah. Now launching escape pod 3. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to pod detected. Navigation error, life support error, propulsion error. There is one more down here. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Verdict: do not exit pod. So yeah, they were kind of boned when they ended up in here. But no Nomai skeletons, so that means one of two things. They either found a way out, or back to the vessel, or more probable reason is they got fishied. There is a new problem. Our equipment is detecting two distinct beacons from the vessel. But it isn't possible for the vessel to be in two different locations at the same time. My man Din. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time... we're nearly out of time already. Din, the vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone and will be lost. We will follow the beacon whose source is nearest us. But suppose that beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the two beacons, Din. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. So they've left a trail of lights to where the original path was. So they... Okay. Let's think this one through. I think it'll be funny to fire this door into space. Because I think this will set the fish off. Bye, door! So. I've got no idea where that went. They went down there, by the looks of things. Firing your little scout in somewhere with no like atmosphere just makes it bounce around, or fires you backwards. Okay. So, I need to get back to my ship. And there are still fishy wishes out here somewhere, which you know I'm thrilled about. Right, also think the sun is getting ready to go off. So I want to at least see if I can test my theory quick. And by quick, I mean, I still don't want to get fished. But... there we go, escape pod 3. Escape pod 3 survivors. So yeah, we still don't know where those guys are. So yeah, crashed in here, 3 pods, this one didn't make it out from the vessel. Survivors trying to get to the vessel, it was in 2 locations at once. Survivors from the wreckage attempted to return to the vessel. Survivors decided to follow the closer of the 2 vessel beacons due to their limited air supply. They plan to leave a trail of lights behind them in case someone heard their distress signal. Okay. So now the thing is, I think what they want me to do is follow... oh god. Follow their path of lights that I followed here. Be very careful about it. Although... there's only so careful I can be. The thing I'm not happy about is how close this might take me to fish. And I don't have time to perfectly check my environment for them. Like, I don't know where I am in thoughts to them. But I think what they're essentially going to ask me to do is find my way through here towards where... oh god, there's a fish up there. Everything's fine. Yeah. Because there's the beacon point. So what I need to do is I need to find my way here, find my scout through that beacon point there, because it's a seed, that's not the actual normal. Then find my way out of here, which is the actual hard part. And then find my way to this signal, because it should fire my scout through, land on the vessel hopefully, and then I'll find my way through the actual warp points to the vessel. Probably easier said than done, but I think that's what we need to do. And just don't get fished again, because I don't want to have to deal with that kind of stress in my life. I'm really hoping I don't have to ever go towards the breeding ground where all the fish are, because that seems like a nightmare. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.